So I'm now on the Huddersfield narrow canal, which is moving towards the Standedge tunnels. Now the Huddersfield narrow canal started in Aspley Basin, which came off the Huddersfield Broad Canal, which was built many years after. So I'm quite further along, and I think the canal actually went in this direction through the Standedge tunnels. So what I know is that all four tunnels actually run parallel to each other. So the canal tunnel is actually located more south to the railway tunnels, and the live tunnel actually crosses over the top, just slightly more in towards the entrance of the canal tunnel, over the top of each end at both Marsden and Diggle.
Standedge tunnels are four parallel tunnels through the Pennine Hills. There are 3 railway tunnels and a canal tunnel. The canal tunnel was 5,456 yards in length, making it 4,989 metres. It was to transport goods through the Pennines to make it a smoother journey rather than using the old packhorse roads. The tunnel was completed by 1811 and it opened as the longest, highest, deepest canal in the UK. It eventually closed in 1943, but was restored and opened again in May 2001. The tunnel had no towpath, so it had to be legged through the tunnel by using professional leggers. The first single-line tunnel was built by the Yorkshire and Lancashire Railways on the Huddersfield to Manchester line and completed in 1848. It had insufficient capacity, and a second tunnel was opened in 1871. A third double-track tunnel was built in 1894 and is the only one that still runs today.
So I'm now at the location of the Marsden portals of the rail tunnels, and if you can just see in the distance down there, just make out the sealed entrance to the 2 disused tunnels, and then slightly that way you can just make out the mouth of the live rail tunnel that goes through to Manchester. So I'm at the Marsden side of Standedge Tunnel. This is the canal tunnel that closed in 1943, opened in 1811, and recent restorations made the tunnel more accessible once again. So yeah, opened again in 2001. I've actually done a trip through this tunnel back in 2010, which I found really interesting. So there are through trips that go from Marsden through to Diggle every now and again. So if you're interested in doing them, look it up on the Canal and River Trust website and see what you can. I know that they do short trips where you go 15 minutes in and 15 minutes out. So the rail tunnel, as you can see, will be slightly north of the canal tunnel, and then the live railway tunnel will be slightly to the left, with the 2 disused tunnels. You can't see them from here, but slightly to the left of those. So I'm just going to make my way over to Diggle. Now, on the way over to Diggle, there are 4 air shafts on top of the hills. I'm going to show you a couple of them on the way, and then when we get to the other side at Diggle, I'm going to tour the remains of the Diggle railway station that used to be located just outside the mouth of the Diggle portals. So I've just pulled off on a lay-by the Pennines, and as you can see, there's one of the 4 tunnel shafts just there, and if I just slightly move the camera to the right, you can just make out a second air tunnel shaft. Now I believe that the other 2 are slightly further on over the hills. So I'm at the Diggle side of the Standedge Canal tunnel, and this portal was actually extended in 1893 to allow the live railway tunnel to be built over the top. So I'm now at the Diggle side of the Standedge rail tunnel. Which obviously I've just shown you the canal tunnel, which is just located down there, and the mouth of the live railway tunnel today would have crossed over the top of the canal tunnel, which will have been somewhere just below me. And then located around here was the old Diggle railway station, which closed a long time ago.